Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. What's cracking? What's up? What's going on? How is everybody doing? Guys, people of the sea, who do you think is more organized? A woman or a man? Organization, not OCD, guys. There is a difference, guys. So, who do you think is more organized? Out of my whole entire history of working with human beings and seeing the reality and seeing the aspects and just seeing it, I can say and put this down that women have more of an organization than men. I said it. I usually put women down on my live streams all the time. There are some things women can get right, guys. There's some things women can get right. So organization is a big role when you start up as a little one, guys. When you're a youngster, guys. Your mom, your dad, your grandpa, your grandparents, your cousins or whatnot, whoever raised you and they made you to try to be organized, either with your clothes, with your toys. Some families, I could say that, some don't even care. And some of them are basically trashy themselves, which is not good in any circumstance. Any kid should be in the trashy home. Every kid should actually be in a decent home where it's at least organized. And the most person to organize everything is the woman in the house, or the woman in general. Like, you don't have to be in a relationship. And all these people are going crazy. And also, guys, if you hear a squeak, the door next door is squeaking like crazy. So I tend to think about it as this. I had got my organization mainly because my grandma, and she was a little bit organized on like financial paperwork, money, things in different spots. Like, she was a little bit more organized than my grandpa was. And I had gotten raised by my grandparents. My grandpa was a hoarder, and he still is a hoarder. So you could see that difference. And as many times as I have spent with people and I ask them about how organized their parents were or whoever raised them, they could say, yeah, their mom was mostly the organization, which organized a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm not talking about OCD, guys. We will get into that in a few. But organization is a key role in everything for me. Everything. I personally love to try to be organized. I can't say I'm fully organized. I do have stuff a little bit here and there, but as far as my organization goes, I am fully there. I try to be. It gets me in like a panic attack when I see too much cluster, and when I see that cluster around, I'm just like, oh, I have to clean up. I have to clean up, whether it's in my apartment, whether it's at work. And at work is worse because you have more traffic flow. And sometimes I get like this in my apartment too, where I feel like it's dirty, but nothing is dirty, because my factor is like, I want things organized. If something's on the couch and it's been there for too long, I get very like, I feel like things are dirty just because something's on the couch. This has nothing to do with OCD, guys. OCD is a condition people need help on. If y'all don't know what the definition of OCD is, go look it up because OCD is very misunderstood. Hands down, OCD is so misunderstood. OCD is meaning that you have that organization. However, those colors, that size, that way needs to be that way. It needs to be in alphabetical order. It needs to be ordered. It needs to be numbered. It needs to be sized to a specific size. It needs to be in that same color pattern constantly. Do you not see the difference? That is more of a complex. OCD has more complex to it where that person, if they see something twisted one way, it bugs them. They have to twist it back and twist it back and twist it back. Like every single time they see something in a different spot, they have to put it back where it's at, put it back where it's at, put it back where it's at, constantly. It's a different color, whatnot. Whatever the circumstances, it's a frustration, and that's something that needs medical help. So constantly, I hear people saying, yeah, I get a little OCD. I get a little OCD about this. I get a little OCD about that. No, it's not OCD. It's organization. There is a difference. And whoever tells me this too, guys, let me go and put my Christmas tree. This is how I treat someone that says that. This is how I treat someone that says, I have OCD, I can't do this, I can't do that. This is how I treat them. By the way, my bathroom light is on as well as my tree. So it could be anything. Let's just say the paperwork or whatever. The paperwork is not organized or whatnot. Oh yeah, I get a little OCD about that too. When the paper is not right here, it's got to be right here. I said, oh really? Well, I hope things at this job description doesn't bother you too much. You should seek medical help if this does, because this whole place is not as organized, and you're going to have a lot of OCD problems. So I could talk to you slowly but surely, and we'll get there. And then sometimes some of them snap. They snap at me because it's like, I'm not slow. And it's like, yes, you have a medical condition, so we have to talk to you slow. Or you might drift off and all of a sudden you start saying, I have ADHD. And I think I have a video about misunderstanding these syndromes, guys. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, so many people misunderstand their conditions and whatnot. So yes, seek medical help, guys. Seek medical help if you have OCD. Seek it, because organization is a different terminology. There's two differences. Men don't have organization. Men do not. I have seen so many relationships where the man and the woman in a relationship comes in and they said, oh yeah, I would never be this organized if it wasn't for her. She's the most organized. She knows where to put everything. Without her, like, I would be nothing. Like right now, I have stuff over here, piled up over here, piled up over there, because a lot of the men don't have organization. They don't. It's very rare to see a man with organization at all. And I said this in my live stream a while back about how every single man I have encountered with that I go to their house or apartment, stuff is all over the counter. Stuff is all over. I don't know why. It frustrates me because I love counter space. I don't like clutter at all, guys. Clutter just makes me feel terrible. It makes me feel I could say a little bit claustrophobic, but I don't want to mislead that word claustrophobic. But it's all like, no, I need space. When there's a room, like for instance, when I started moving into my apartment, I needed everything off the floors. All I have is hovering shelves. Everything, most of my stuff is on the wall. I don't want nothing on the floor. The only thing I have on the floor right now is my stereo system because I need to find a shelf for it. And everything else has stands or whatnot, you know, the Roomba, the basic stuff. But other than that, I don't like floor shelves. Like, that's how organized I am. I want to organize myself on the wall as much as possible and leave everything on the floor so that way I can sweep up easily. I don't have to move things around or whatnot. But organization mostly comes for women. And I also, like I said in my last live stream, I also seen women too that have disorganization as well. I have a person that I know in the complex. She's a mother and she's a cleaning lady too. She cleans houses. And I went to her house one day. Went to her apartment one day to get some ice. Oh my goodness. There was nowhere at all, no counter space. I could not even fit in the dang, I couldn't even fit in the apartment. Like, there was so bad. She's a hoarder. And it's surprisingly, it happens. Hoarding happens. And you can also be a cleaning lady too. It's crazy. I know it's crazy. But organization, guys. I feel more of the woman's side has more organization. That's why a lot of the women have these office jobs because they know how to handle paperwork in a different stack, and they get that mentality to where it's like, okay, this has to be this way. And also too, guys, if you have kids too, kids will make you go crazy in your head and their toys are everywhere, so you try to organize them. This kind of goes back to where I said earlier, how were you raised? Because parents don't want to have toys all over the place. There's some parents that do have lots of money and have a room dedicated to toys everywhere, so they can messy up that room whatever however they want. But I don't see too much organization in men. I really don't. As much as times people keep blaming OCD, like, oh yeah, I have OCD on that. Oh yeah, let time go by. Let me see about the OCD. I thought you had OCD. This will be bothering me right now. Look at that pin. It's crooked. Aren't you gonna fix it? Like, I always tell them they don't. They don't have OCD. You're misleading this actual OCD-ness. It's just more of an agitation that a thing has to be a certain way, but they don't have it. Again, it's just an agitation. That's all it is. Because there's sometimes I can get agitated that I can't find something in the right spot. I'll get agitated and be like, who put that there? Who put this there? And be like, oh, this is where I want stuff. Like, I have 2 junk drawers. If you don't know what a junk drawer is, that's a drawer where you can just stuff a whole bunch of random stuff, like things. I have 2 of those. You think every once in a while I'll organize them, but that proves a point where it's all like, you can't have junk drawers. You can have this just organization anywhere, at work, home, office, wherever. So anyways, guys, so we're coming to the end of the clause. Who do you think, guys? Who do you think has the more organization? A man or a woman? Because I say a woman, hands down. Woman has that prop. Woman has organization. There's some women that are very trashy. And OCD and organization should not be a thing. There's a difference, guys. And I want y'all to, if you don't know if there's a difference, guys, y'all better go look it up. OCD needs medical help. Organization, at least you know that you can have your mind and brain organized at least. So that way you can find things. And so that way you can actually have a file for things, not going crazy looking for it. So yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.